Hi everyone, I'm Anuja Arekar, Head of Operations and HR at CodeNation. I'm happy to introduce today to you CodeNation as an organization where technical geniuses thrive in an entrepreneurial environment to create some of world's best software products. CodeNation is an enterprise software organization that solves problems worth billions of dollars for our client. Naturally, the problems we are solving are super challenging and hence equally fun to crack. At CodeNation, we are building a team that is passionate about problem solving, things disruptive, passionate about computer science. This team solves huge business problems and makes huge impact for our client. We are at your campus today to find amongst you only the best to join this team. In this presentation today, you will hear directly from our client about the kind of problems CodeNation team solves for them. So sit back, hear out, and get to know CodeNation well. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rahul Subramaniam and I'm the CEO at Dev Factory. Firstly, welcome. I couldn't be more glad that CodeNation is out there trying to find the best minds out there who can come and join us and solve some of the incredibly hard problems that we are working on at the moment. The first question you're probably asking is, what is CodeNation or who's CodeNation? So let me just start by answering that question. CodeNation and Dev Factory are part of the Trilogy group of companies. Trilogy Inc. was started in Austin, Texas in 1989 by 4 Stanford dropouts, and since then has grown to be one of the world's largest privately held enterprise software firms. CodeNation specifically is the innovation factory for the Trilogy group of companies. Now, you're probably asking, what does innovation factory even mean? And the word factory doesn't really go well or get associated with innovation, because innovation is all about creating new ideas. Innovation is all about solving incredibly hard problems by pushing the boundaries of what is possible. The word factory doesn't seem to fit that model, does it? Well, it actually does, because if you're building an innovation factory, you're actually talking about having the focus and having a process to create all this innovation. And this focus and this process allows us to keep innovating consistently and constantly year after year after year, which is why we love to think of ourselves, and we get up every day thinking we would like to be the best and the most awesome innovation factory on the planet. We have some incredibly smart people with us who help us do this every single day, and I hope that some of you would be excited to join us as part of this journey. Okay? The next question that you're probably asking is, what kind of work does CodeNation really do? So, like I said before, we are focused on innovation. So we actually create innovations in a lot of different areas. But over the last 2 years or so, we've focused our efforts in trying to innovate in the area of software development itself. We ask the questions like, when people write code, when developers write code, are they ensuring that bad code never gets into the code base? Is what they do right? Can we prevent bugs automatically? Is the software development lifecycle, is the software development process end-to-end the most efficient process that it possibly can be? How do we guarantee no bugs? How do we guarantee that the least amount of code that needs to be written is written? How do we guarantee that the performance of the code that is written is optimal? And how do we guarantee that we are using the least amount of resources to actually write all this fantastic code? So we question almost every aspect of software development and think about whether we can innovate in that area or whether we can do things differently. Now, if you've probably gone back to your books, most of your books were probably written 30 to 40 years ago. The concepts, the principles, the processes that came up in software development 30 to 40 years ago are still being taught, are still being practiced all over the world and all across the software industry. On the other hand, when you look at the advancements that have been made in hardware, For example, your compute power, your memory, the fact that we now have the cloud, right? We have artificial intelligence, we have deep learning, we have so many advancements that we made in computer science. We now need to see and rethink a lot of the processes and a lot of the systems that are still being practiced and followed even today in software development over the last 30 years. So we are questioning all of that. We are reinventing and recreating a lot of these processes and a lot of these systems to make software development really, really efficient and really, really accurate. And that, in principle, is the area of innovation that we work on. This is all extremely computer science centric, extremely centric to what all of you are trained to do. That is, be awesome software related innovators, right? Great. I hope that addresses the question about what we really do here at CodeNation. Now, the next question that you're probably asking is, what comes out of all this innovation, right? What do we do with all this innovation that we are creating, or all these new ideas that we are creating? Well, just to give you a sample of what we've done over the last 4 months, with the last new batch of new CodeNation hires that we had from colleges just like yours, we created 17 new products and product ideas that we are working on going to market with. Not only that, these 17 products come with about a portfolio of about 50 to 60 patents that we are in the process of filing right now. So on an average, every person at CodeNation has roughly between 2 and 3 patents within the first few months of coming to CodeNation. And not only that, we also generated a lot of new processes and rolled it out to within the Trilogy group of companies, which has saved the group of companies themselves millions of dollars in more efficient use of our infrastructure resources. In some cases, we've actually reduced our infrastructure resource utilization by almost 80%. Okay? That is the kind of impact that we have on real-world software development and software development processes. Okay? I hope you guys find that exciting, because this is the heart of computer science, right? This is what you guys are trained to do. This is your domain, this is your field. We're just trying to take that and we're trying to make it super awesome, super efficient, and rethink the way we do things. Go away from the 30-year-old model that almost everyone has been following. I'll be really excited to have some of you come and join us to solve some of these incredibly hard problems that we're working on. One of the great pleasures of my job every single day is getting up and working with the incredibly talented bunch that we have here at CodeNation. I get to learn every single day from everyone that's here, even people who've just joined from college, and just interacting with everyone and solving and really working on these hard problems is one of the greatest pleasures of my job. So I'm sure you guys who are super smart would also enjoy an environment like that, where every day you get up and you're trying to solve these really hard problems. If you are passionate about solving these really hard problems, if you're passionate about computer science, if you're passionate about innovating, then CodeNation is probably a good fit for you, and probably a good career move for you as well. So once again, I look forward to having some of you come and join us and work with us. All the very best to all of you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Rahul Mittal, Vice President, Product Development and Operations at Trilogy Group of Companies. I'm here to tell you more about Trilogy University, or TU. TU is basically the 3-month intense boot camp which every fresh hire at Trilogy goes through. While designing TU, we wanted to ensure 3 main things. We wanted to hire the best technical talent in the world. We wanted to transform these technical talents into the great problem solvers. Problem solvers who, no matter what problem you throw at them, they would take the right business decisions, they would make the right trade-offs, they would use the right technology, they would put in tons and tons of effort, they would innovate like crazy and ensure that the problem gets solved. And while doing that, we wanted to ensure that they have tons and tons of fun, they develop strong relationships with each other, relationships which would last lifelong. He had set up very, very high quality bar for this bootcamp. No other team even came close to what we were looking for. The only team that came close were the Navy SEALs. Think of it. Navy SEALs also have the best. Whatever situation a Navy SEAL is in, he'll do whatever is required to solve that. And the friendship of a Navy SEALs is unmatched. That is exactly what we were looking for. So we partnered up with Navy SEALs and TU was formed. In the starting of TU, there is a 3D program known as technical phase. During this phase, TUers ramp up on 10 to 12 technology. They not just learn the theory about these technologies, they solve technical tasks using these technologies. So at the end of these 3 weeks, they not only have expertise on these technologies, they also have developed a thought process so that even if a new technology comes, they'll be able to quickly ramp up on it and solve any problem using that. Next comes the business ideation phase. During this phase, TUers think of very complex business problems that impact billions of dollars of their revenue. They think of solutions to these problems. They discuss these solutions, these ideas with CTOs and CEOs of our portfolio of companies, get their feedback, and flush out their ideas better. They get ready for the next phase, which is the implementation phase. Implementation phase lasts for 2 months. During this 2 months, they not only just implement the most awesome product, week after week, they go to actual customers, test out their product so that they can get feedback and modify their product based on what consumers or customers actually need. That is what Trilogy is all about. Solving the biggest problems, solving them in a way which really impacts customers. That is what TU prepares you for. During this time, we throw tons and tons of lavish parties as well. People have great fun, they work hard and build strong bonds within each other. TU is usually the best 3 months of anyone's lifetime. Personally for me, I'm part of TU 2004. During the business ideation phase, we were thrown a problem where we had to convert an application which was running on Oracle to run on Ingress. This was actually a $1 million challenge that has come up during that time, which Computer Associates had launched because they had recently open sourced their Ingress database. It was a very complicated problem. It was a problem that would have a big impact if solved. We designed a solution which was essentially a layer in between, which would sit beneath the application, but on top of the database, so that it would catch up all the queries, modify those queries, and send them to Ingress, take back the results, and give it to the application. The application would not even know that it was running on Ingress instead of Oracle. The solution was so beautifully designed that it could be ported for any application that was running on Oracle. Using this solution, all the applications could start run on Ingress. Imagine the millions of dollars customers could save because of this solution. They didn't have to pay any licensing fee to Oracle. Those are the level of TU projects that people work on, the impact that they can have during this TU. TU is so awesome that even Harvard Business Review did a case study on it, and it's been published for everyone to read. I'm happy that Trilogy's premier partner, CodeNation, is recreating their own training program known as CodeNation University, which is modeled after TU. They have also roped me in as the director of the CNU so that we can recreate the TU experience. I would really encourage you guys to try your hardest to become a part of CNU. I can guarantee you that CNU is the best thing that would ever happen in your life. Good luck with it. Have a great day. Thank you so much.